That's a wonderful question. How do we get back to our roots? One of the ways we get back to our roots is to talk to the oldest people we know, whether it's our grandparents or the neighbor's grandmother or somebody or grandfather. And when you talk to them, don't ask them, what do you think of this politics? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Ask them things like, when you were a little kid and you were growing up, did you have a relationship with your mother, your grandfather? So that way you can take a grandfather or a grandmother as a stepping stone to even go further back. And by going further back, that's how we start getting in touch. And you tell them to tell you a story, like what's your first memory? That's always a good one. And you do not ask a question and then ask another question quickly. That is horrible. Give time to the person. And it's best to interview or to ask each person alone. Because if they start with a group, then they'll say, well, that's not what happened, or that's not, and they start arguing. So take each person, give them privacy, give them tea or whatever, and give them time. That's what I did for my book, Reign of Gold, and all the books that followed. Reign of Gold is a trilogy. And then get pictures. A picture will tell you a lot. Get pictures of your grandparents or your great-grandparents and put down where they were born and start assembling like your own little book, your own little thing. You don't have to write a big fat book like Reign of Gold. It took 16 years and all that. You don't need to become a professional writer. All you do is gather some stories, some pictures, and that's a beginning. Then realize that every generation brings a whole different music, a whole different energy. And open up your mind. Do not be judgmental and criticize them when they say that this happened, and you say, no, that never happened. I mean, when my father told me that his father wrestled a snake that stood up 8 feet tall and would knock people off their horses, and it had eaten this and this and that. When I was a little kid, I believed. When I got older, I thought my father was crazy or all these. Then I went to the zoo and talked to the guy that has the snakes there, and he said, sure, that's what did he say? I forgot the name of the snake. Bushmaster. And he said they were fearless. They would have hit a train, anything. So no matter how unbelievable the story is, realize that the times have changed and enjoy getting to know your ancestry. And in doing that, you'll gain respect for your family and for yourself.